Hello everyone, it's our turn to do the presentation. Today we would like to talk about the risk management in Haiti. This is our contents page.
My name is Justin, so I will introduce the HEYTEA's background. So the HEYTEA was established in 2012 and originated from an artist called Jiang Bianli in Jiangmen, Guangdong province. Since its inception, HEYTEA has focused on presenting premium tea aromas worldwide, such as the drizzle tea and fruit tea. HEYTEA has rapidly expanded the number of stores in recent years to gain a higher market share, and HEYTEA's rapid expansion has also brought many problems and potential risks. So our team will take the role of the risk management department of HEYTEA and use the six-step approach as a basic framework to conduct risk analysis for the company and purpose relevant risk management measures. So the first step is identify the objectives. So HEYTEA's goal is to seek a listing in the next few years. In order to achieve it, HEYTEA has gone through 4 rounds of financing and raised 500 million USD in Series C financing, with a market value of about 16 billion RMB. Meanwhile, HEYTEA has expanded rapidly across China since 2018, with 879 stores in China and Singapore as of February 2022. The rapid expansion that the passenger floor is diluted, coupled with the epidemic impact, high store costs, layoff, and other issues that have led to the decline of HEYTEA's profitability and stock growth rate. In October 2021, the average revenue and sales performance of HEYTEA store fell by 90% and 80% compared with July, and compared with the same period in 2020, it fell by 35% and 32%. So risk management in cost-benefit management and control is quite weak. So therefore, our risk management team will put forward suggestions and measures for the above reasons to minimize our occurrence of risk and the degree of negative impacts to help HEYTEA become a listing company.
Hello everyone, this is Peng Hui. I'll be presenting part 3, which is identifying risk. In the risk identification part, we have identified the following risk. For the cost-benefit risk, HEYTEA started to expand to cities worldwide from 2018. In 2020, HEYTEA had 695 stores, and by January 2022, HEYTEA had 879 stores. Such a high speed of expansion also leads to a significant increase in its cost. The increase in cost is mainly reflected in several aspects. As HEYTEA is positioned as a high-end tea beverage brand, the stores are mainly located in high-traffic areas in first-tier cities, such as high-end shopping centers, under business office, and other areas, which leads to high rental costs. The large number of employees to serve the high-end stores also brings labor and equipment costs, further depressing HEYTEA's profit margin. However, despite the surge in the number of stores, branch profitability has not grown. Risk in branch sales are beginning to emerge as HEYTEA's average store revenue and sales fell 35% and 32% year-on-year in October 2021. The root cause of this risk is that HEYTEA's rapid expansion decision met with the decline growth of the new tea industry, while sales did not keep up with the expansion due to the impact of the pandemic and the downturn in the market. In addition to the cost risk, HEYTEA has recently exposed problems in other ways. First, in the employee motivation aspect, some employees complain online that HEYTEA has no meal allowance, few benefits, often works overtime until 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and has either no year-end bonus or delayed year-end bonus payment. Secondly, for product quality, HEYTEA was fined 450,000 RMB for the advertisement content of Bayberry upgrade and the discrepancy between the origin of Bayberry and the actual situation. At the same time, the large number of new stores also increased the risk of product quality consistency. The root cause of this risk is HEYTEA's lack of concern for basic employee benefits and public relationships. Inadequate internal team management also led to false advertising and product quality issues. The market aspect also poses certain external risk for HEYTEA. The first risk is the risk in terms of product similarity. Milk tea has a high level of similarity and substitutability. And as the milk tea market gradually becomes saturated, HEYTEA's products will be threatened by other high-end milk tea stores such as Naoki. With the increase of new entrants in the market, HEYTEA's packaging design also faces the risk of being copied. This is a practice that some new entrants may use in third and fourth tier cities to deceive consumers to get HEYTEA's customers. The root cause of this risk is due to changes in the market environment, and this risk will challenge HEYTEA's anti-piracy management.
Hello, I'm Xu Yifu, and first we identify the classification of risk. The first major risk, cost-benefit risk, falls under the category of financial risk because the outcome can be quantified in the monetary terms, as evidenced by financial report. Quality risk, which includes employees decreasing the quality of products because of low motivation and poor product quality because of the unfresh raw materials, belongs to the static risk. These two sub-risks can be predicted, quantified, and measured. We can install closed-circuit calibration to monitor the behavior of employees and set up a quality investigation team to conduct random inspections on products. We classify the external risk 3.1 product similarity and 3.2 product plagiarism as uncontrollable risk because it would have a detrimental financial impact but cannot be covered by the insurance.
After identifying the classification, we use a risk matrix to evaluate the prioritization of them. We measure all sub-risks in the first main risk, cost-benefit risk, as high severity and high probability risk because they may cause the financial risk of HEYTEA. In detail, the rent cost has the largest severity and probability because the rapid expansion has led to a direct increase in rental cost, which is not a small cost for HEYTEA. The probability of labor and equipment cost is the lowest since it is not stable, that HEYTEA is distributed in both big and small cities across the country. The labor and equipment costs in the big cities are higher than that in small cities, which may balance the likelihood to make it lower than other two sub-risks. The benchmark has the lowest severity among the three sub-risks, because although it makes the net profit of HEYTEA fall a lot, HEYTEA still maintains a surplus state so far. We evaluate the 2.2. We evaluate the product quality as a high. We evaluate the product quality as a high severity and medium probability risk because it's already cost a fine of 4.5 million RMB of HEYTEA, which is a quite large number that's least severe impact to HEYTEA. Employee motivation has much lower severity and probability than product quality. Although employees lack work motivation because of the problem we have mentioned in the above part, they will still want to stay at HEYTEA because of the life pressure and employment difficulties. Therefore, it is not important risk for HEYTEA to solve.
In the third main risk, external risk, sub-risk 3.1 refers to product similarity, which we understand to be similar with other stores in packaging or processing methods and taste. In the analysis of probability of this event and serenity, according to the market share data of high-end freshly made tea in 2021, we find that HEYTEA occupies nearly 35% share, indicating the large volume of HEYTEA stores in each city. Therefore, although the product differentiation is not big, we also believe that HEYTEA can reduce the probability of a customer diversion by taking advantages of its own brand. In other words, it has little impact on negative business, but it cannot be denied that tea products with very small technical barriers have a very high probability of similarity. So we put 3.1 in the fourth quadrant of diagram. As mentioned in sub-risk 3.2, product design risk of plagiarism is also classified into the fourth quadrant. However, we believe that such risk will have a greater impact on negative business than product similarity. Whether other companies copy HEYTEA or HEYTEA copies other companies, the negative impact of reputation and even lawsuits will be greater, but the probability of such risks will be lower. Finally, we divide different levels of importance into unimportant, important, and critical according to the severity and the possibility. We classify cost-benefit risk as critical, which have high severity and high probability of occurrence. And we classify the product plagiarism issues as important level, only list product similarity issues as unimportant events. Thank you.
Lenny, and let me show you our strategies and techniques for risk treatment. First, we will take risk control for the cost-benefit risk and quality risk. In order to reduce the risk and cost, raise the net profit, HEYTEA can slow down the pace of new storefronts, recently plan the opening area of the stores, and avoid opening multiple stores in the same prosperous area. HEYTEA can try to expand the recruitment of store staff, including part-time staff and full-time staff. But we have to face new risk of losing a certain amount of customer traffic and a certain increase in labor costs. When facing the product design plagiarism, product similarity, we decided to take risk financing. First, HEYTEA can improve the quality management of raw materials and arrange the quality inspection department to conduct random inspections of stores. Meanwhile, we have to sacrifice a certain of profit margin, and the labor cost will definitely increase. HEYTEA can regularly launch questionnaire and give coupons in return to investigate taste preference of the customers, integrate the data regularly, develop and launch new top-selling products, which can transfer the risk as a driving force for innovation to enhance customer reputation and brand image. Once the company successfully develops a new top-selling product, even if it is copied by other brands, people's first reaction to seeing this item will be the startup brand, thus turning the risks into advantages. For example, Luckin Coffee's raw coconut latte as of June 13, 2021. The monthly sales volume exceeds 10 million cups. While increasing turnover, the new product helped Luckin Coffee to quickly increase its popularity. Unavoidably, we have to bear high R&D costs and the risk of R&D failure, because not every new product will be welcomed. Last, HEYTEA can launch joint products with other brands, include stores, blind boxes, cups, and other products, increase their respective popularity, at the same time reduce the risk of plagiarism with their joint products. However, whether it will be popular with the general public is unknown.
I'm Yuan Shuyan, and now I'm going to show you the techniques for dealing with the financial risk. The first one should be cutting prices. In the context of slowing market growth, it's essential to reduce prices and attract more consumers to seek high profit and new incremental growth. The price band of about 20 RMB happens to be the highest acceptance of milk tea consumers. So the survey implies that 57% of the survey consumers can accept milk tea of 10 to 15 RMB, and 26.9% can accept milk tea of 15 to 20 RMB, while only 6.4% of consumers can accept 20 to 30 and 30 RMB or more. So the price reduction of HEYTEA will make more profits to some extent. The second technique is co-branded with other popular brands, which can gain the traffic through continuous exposure, improve the influence and the awareness of the brand, and achieve a win-win situation through the interchange of traffic. From 2017 to 2020, there will be a total of 64 co-branded brands covering food and beverage, apparel, cosmetics, and other fields. For example, HEYTEA's signature tea drink, Succulent Grape, was co-branded with Holyland, resulting in the Succulent Grape Cake, which has achieved significant sales both online and offline, and is highly topical. I'm gonna talk about the specific plan we have adopted for the choice of implement for strategy. The implement strategy for number 1 should be hire and arrange part-time staff on peak time in order to reduce the high cost of new stores, such as labor costs. We try to dispatch 2 additional part-time employees to the store in the downtown area and 1 additional part-time staff to the stores in the rural areas during the peak time from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on weekdays and from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. At the same time, the delivery range of online long-distance orders will be expanded from 10 kilometers to 12 kilometers. And a 5% bonus will be given to the riders who deliver 10 consecutive orders on time. The implement for strategy number 3 is to set up a monitoring program to conduct occasional spot checks on the food hygiene of each store. This random inspection teams organized by the main company in each city to avoid any underwriting or injustice brought about the store self-inspection. And the frequency of the spot checks is 2 or 3 times a month at irregular intervals to avoid stores preparing in advance and to cope with the inspection. Next, implement is about the market survey questionnaire. We believe HEYTEA needs to conduct market research to come up with effective findings and marketing recommendations. To this end, we conduct a market survey questionnaire on HEYTEA, which includes customer satisfaction in terms of taste preference, price acceptance, food safety, and store environment. However, considering that the survey questionnaire is intended for a very wide group of people, so it's highly likely to trigger false conflation, such as being filled in with the wrong information by competitors and thus misleading the survey results. So we will provide the survey QR code to customer by the purchasing receipt or online applets to ensure the accuracy and reliability of the information. In order to increase the sample size, we decide to give each customer who completes the survey a coupon from HEYTEA. Moreover, in order to better improve store traffic and sales, we can analyze the marketing strategy to different stores based on the survey results of different stores, such as analyzing what consumers prefer in different areas and different time periods have.
Now let's move on to the evaluation and reviewing part. Strategy A, which mentioned in the select section, has a high effectiveness and efficiency for increasing the net profit by reducing cost. For the implementation of the strategy A, a new risk about being replaced by another similar brands happened. If the numbers of the store is reduced, the market share will be reduced. Because there are many milk tea shops of the same type and products are highly similar, customers are likely to choose another milk tea shop for consumption because of the longer waiting time of HEYTEA. 3 new solutions will be applied. First one is to do the market research to make sure the location of HEYTEA has less competitors. The second solution is to provide a new strategy that customers can use waiting time to transfer some benefits, like $5 e-coupon for next consumption. Because the rent, labor and equipment costs were reduced by the strategy A, we can separate a part of saving into hiring more employees in order to reduce the waiting time of customers as our solution 3. However, we also consider if it will influenced by the COVID-19 that we cannot hire enough part-time employees as we planned. In Plan B, we took another directions, reducing the price of each product to increase the net profit of HEYTEA. In contrast to the raising price in the canter industry, we reduced the price to compress the profit margin, improve the brand awareness and image, and gain more customers groups, so as to cover a larger market and gain a higher market share.
So strategy B, which mentioned in the select sections, is establishing a quality inspection team to improve control over the quality of raw material. However, setting up a quality inspection team will increase the company's costs, such as hiring or training employees in the department. which will sacrifice some profit margins. But the quality inspection team can reduce the probability of food quality problems, thus reducing the related negative news, resulting in reputations and brand damage. And the impact caused by the damaged brand's reputation is quite large, such as paying fines to relevant regulatory authorities, compensating customers for losses, and reducing the customer loyalty. Therefore, the benefits of setting up a quality inspection team will outweigh the cost. And for the strategy C, which mentioned in the last sessions, they develop and launch the new popular products by regularly launching the questionnaire to investigate customer taste preference. Even if opponent copy it, customer will think it is a Starbucks brand. However, when launching the questionnaire surveys, they may be competitor who conduct the malicious competitions. For instance, the opponent deliberately hires personnel to pretend to be the HEYTEA customers and fill in false and deliberately induce information on the questionnaires. So HEYTEA can firstly increase the base of the questionnaire surveys respondents to increase the reliability of information collected. Meanwhile, the questionnaire can be displayed in a QR code and print on the customer receipt. So only customers are eligible to fill in. And even competitors have to buy the company's products before filling in. Therefore, it would help HEYTEA to deal with the behavior of rival plagiarisms and malicious competitions.
That's the end of our presentation. Thanks for watching. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.